Today's podcast. How are you guys doing? Is everybody okay? We're doing all right. Everything good? Hi. Hello, YouTube, and hello, TikTok. What is going on, you guys? What is going on? How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday to everybody. I am still in the process of trying to get my setup together. It is not easy. I'm sorry, being a live streamer is not easy. I thought, you know, this was going to be like, so easy. And, I just was, going to have it going on. hmm And you know what? Child, it is something serious. It is something serious. How are you guys doing? We're talking about content today. Do you want to be a live streamer? Do you want to, have all the, proper things? You want to be a live streamer. You want to have, all the, great things. You want to use Restream like we're using today. Um, you want to have your logos. You want to have all your, pretty setups and everything. If so, then this is the show for you. If that's what you want, this is the show for you. What's up, Nunzia? Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Shawanda, welcome in. Welcome in. If this is what you desire, if you truly want to be a live streamer and you want to know how to get all of your ducks in a row, and you have questions to ask a pro like myself, then come on in the room. All right. All right. Is my stove on? Hey, Discord. Hey, everybody in the Discord. What's going on? Are y'all showing up for class? Are y'all showing up for class today? Class is going to be amazing today. I'm not going to be here long, okay? Because my uncle is in from out of town. He is celebrating his 90th birthday. So his birthday is actually tomorrow, but the birthday party is today. And supposedly it is a surprise birthday party. I'm not for certain if he knows or not. I think he is suspect. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm snacking, so y'all have to excuse the snacking. It's a little ghetto today. I got my new headset. This is something that I've been wanting for a long time. I wanted a headset for so long. Like, y'all have no idea. And I have gone through a million headsets. I really have. No tea, no shade. This is the first headset that I have had that I actually like. I got it from Amazon. This is the ZW1, less than $30. They're not heavy, they're very cushy. They got the little lights, you can use them or not, but it's the sound quality, the comfort when you're live streaming and you have to sit for a long time. You want everything to be comfortable. And so also, these have different colors, so they don't just come in white. I started to get pink, but my desk is white, so I was like, I'm gonna do white. Everything in here is like pink and white. Please ignore the mess behind me, okay? Don't even look back there. It's not important. But social Saturdays, we are talking about everything social media. So share the live stream out with people who want to be professional live streamers. They want to get the bag. They, want all of the things. Listen, I know it's not easy, and I'm not here to tell you guys that it's easy, because it's not. Being a live streamer, when you first start out, I'm telling you. But we're gonna get straight to the point, right? We're going straight to the point. All right, are you guys ready? You got your pens, you got all the things. The first thing you want to do is don't try to stream everywhere at once right away, right? Multi-streaming is super important, and we know that everybody loves to multi. I'm multi-streaming right now. I am on TikTok and I am on YouTube at the same time using one platform. You can do this with OBS, you can do it with Restream, you can do it with StreamYards. Some places are going to allow you to do it. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies. Some places are going to allow you to do it for free. Some people are going to charge you. I used to use StreamYard, but the prices are outrageous at this point. In this economy, it's not going to happen. So I was like, I'm definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, not using StreamYard. You know, that one platform, thing. And then if you want any of the extra stuff that used to be free, you have to pay for it. I'm not doing that. So if you want free, Restream, you can do two platforms at one time. And if you want to use three or four platforms at one time, then I would suggest getting OBS, and then you would get the plugin for OBS. And we'll talk about that later, right? So you definitely want to start with one platform. Choose one, maybe two that fit your style and audience. And I feel like when I do social Saturdays, I think that TikTok, because they like education, and YouTube, because YouTube is informative and everything has to be searchable. Okay. YouTube is going to give you replays. We do have replay options in TikTok, but you have to go in there. You have to get the video. You have to download the video. You have to upload it somewhere else on a different platform. They also give you the option to upload clips on TikTok. But if you want the real deal Holyfield, then by all means, I would suggest YouTube as being your first option, because even if someone misses your live stream, you're going to get the replay. And if you want that option for every platform like Kick or uh, TikTok, or what's the other one, Twitch or whatever, I would suggest multi-streaming with YouTube so people can get the replay. This is another way that you can grow your YouTube audience, because if they miss the live stream anywhere else, they can always come back to YouTube and watch the replay. They can watch what they missed, right? So that's just a pro tip. YouTube is great for long form content. They do have shorts, and it's great for evergreen content as well. So YouTube is that girl. YouTube is never going anywhere. It's never going away. It is the second biggest search engine on the internet. So Google is number one, and then YouTube, which is owned by Google, right? So these are, if you want to search on how to cook something, you want to search on the best, book that's out there, you want to search Oprah's favorite things, you want to search, how to sew something, you want to search how to make a skirt without a sewing machine, you want to search how to make the perfect cup of hazelnut coffee, you want to search what makeup brands are hot right now, all of that stuff. Even if you search Google, is going to pop up a YouTube video for you, and because somebody has already made that video. Somebody has made that video, and if the video is not made, you might be the person to make that video, right? Then there's Twitch, okay? Twitch is the biggest live streaming culture, but Twitch is also very competitive, right? So you don't have to be a gamer. A lot of people mistake that. It's like, well, in order for you to be on Twitch, you have to be, a gamer. No, you don't. You have to be a gamer. There are all types of people on Twitch, and they are, making amazing strides. And so, yeah, it's hard to grow because it's competitive. But if you have a niche that nobody else does, that yours is absolutely um, unique, then you may have something. I actually saw somebody on Twitch last night crocheting. I've never seen anybody crochet on Twitch. They had like over 100 people, maybe a couple hundred people in their live stream, and they were doing well. And so that was amazing. That was amazing. You also have Facebook Live is easy to build a community because you probably already have friends. You already probably already have followers. Facebook is, kind of like a no brainer if you are a Facebooker. I'm not really impressed with Facebook right now, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about that later. Then you have TikTok. Hi, TikTok. It's quick growth potential, and TikTok is more casual. So, you could just be chilling on TikTok. You could just be having, a normal day to day conversation on TikTok, and people who just want to talk, people who just want to hang out, people may want to sit in your box. And these are mainstream platforms. There are other platforms like, Likey, Live Me, Bigo, places like that. And if you want to build an audience on those platforms and go live, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but 9 times out of 10, they're not going to give you the option to go live on your laptop, which is something that I look for. I like to sit here at my desk and, drink my coffee, my iced coffee, my Coca Cola, whatever, have my snacks, and just be kind of casual. My setup, I've got my, regular phone right here. I've got my tablet here. I've got my, second phone right there. Um, my daughter, she says she forgot to bring me. Am I gonna have to get it, or are you gonna bring it tonight? Question mark. She's like, I got you something and you're gonna love it, but she keeps forgetting to bring it. So I'm like, what is the deal? Um, and then of course there's Amazon Live. Perfect if you're selling products and doing affiliate streaming. And I do have an affiliate account with Amazon, and I still haven't gone live on Amazon. I need to. So that is, uh, something that you want to think about if you're selling products. Same thing on TikTok. You can sell products on TikTok, or you can do the affiliate thing with your TikTok shop, and it makes a wonderful growth. A pro tip: think, where's my audience already hanging out, and then start there. And then it'll be easier for you to grow. My audience was always already on YouTube. And so for me, it just makes sense to, go live on YouTube. I'm thinking about starting another channel on YouTube, because this one is kind of, they're used to certain things. You know what I mean? And so I'm not sure if Social Saturday is like for my YouTube crowd. I'm not 100% sure. They like girly stuff over there. So we might, have to change gears a little bit or what have you. But at the end of the day, these are some top notch places. There's also Kick, which is very casual. They have in real life, they have, just chatting, the same as Twitch. They have just chatting. Kick is a newer uh, streaming platform, but I like it. I like Kick, and I want to grow my Kick audience. Like I want to blow up on Kick because I think it's amazing. I'm having so much fun over there. Are there any other platforms that you guys have questions about? Any other platforms that you guys want to question me about? We talked about YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Amazon Live. There's Kick. Let me see if there are any other platforms. Now, there are, like I said, there are. These are mainstream. Kick is, falling into the mainstream category. There are things that are not mainstream. You can also go live on Patreon if you have a Patreon. Everybody knows about Patreon. If you are, on YouTube, you probably know about Patreon. If you are on Rumble, you probably know about local. It just depends on, where. Now, with Rumble, there is a live studio, and right now there is no limit to where you can stream. However, you're not going to get a really professional look. It's kind of plain. But if you want a multi-stream for free, Rumble does give you a studio that you can go to and you can stream. Will it pick up your OBS camera? I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried that, but I do know that you can stream to multiple platforms and it's free, and all of that stuff. Going back to Kick, if you're mobile, you're going to need a third party to go live on Kick, and I think that's why some people don't like it. But you can get Larix. I tried Prism yesterday, which was pretty cool. Prism is a platform that you used to be able to multi-stream on, and it gives you all these pretty filters and backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. Prism is still in business, however, they are not free anymore. You will have to pay for the packages. So they have cut out all the free stuff. So that's not an option anymore, and I hate it so much because I used to love Prism, and I don't go live on a single platform anymore. So if I wanted to use Prism, say for Kick, just for hanging out or something like that on mobile, yeah, I would use it. Um, Other than that, no. Larks broadcasting is very plain and simple, but it is a little complicated. The learning curve for that particular platform, just to go live on Kick, I don't think it's worth it. You can also go live on X, aka Twitter. You can stream to your private audience on Discord, which is amazing. If you have a website on Wix, this is an option. Um, there's so many different places. There's so many different places. And I wish I could go through, all of them. But right now I have narrowed my life down to YouTube and Kick and TikTok and Twitch. I do have Bigo, which I will stream on every now and then. They do have a connector. They do have a studio. TikTok has a studio, but it doesn't work for me for some reason. And I don't know if it's my IP address. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but me and the TikTok studio do not get along. And my laptop is 32 gigabytes, and it still freezes up and this, that, and the third. I have extra storage, I have SSD storage and all of that stuff, and I actually purchased that from Amazon. It's 250 gigabytes, so I have extra, you know what I mean. And then I have my regular uh, external hard drive, and so I'm flabbergasted because I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. So I don't know what it is about the TikTok live studio, but it doesn't work for me. So I've asked for a streaming key on multiple occasions. I don't know if they're going to send me one or not, but it would make my life so much easier if I had a stream key. So that I could go live on using my OBS, and then that would knock all of this stuff out. But I am not mad about using um, restream right now while I'm waiting on that. So it's not a big problem. So the next thing you want to do, and this is like the huge question of the day. Everybody asks me this all the time. What do I stream? You have to define your content and your styles. Now, FYI, I have a camera here and I have a camera here. So if you see me looking back and forth, that is why you're getting different angles, because I have two different cameras. So don't just say I'm going live. Why are you going live? Are you gaming? Right? Are you doing beauty tutorials or any type of other tutorials? Are you teaching? Are you doing ministry? Are you teaching ministry? Or are you just talking about the Bible or whatever your faith is? Are you shopping? You taking people out? Or are you doing a haul? Like you just went shopping and you want to, do some hauls, right? Um, oh, okay. You're telling people, my bot is telling people that I'm live on YouTube. That is so cute. I love that. Okay. I have a bot in Discord. Uh, shopping, shopping hauls, talk shows. Like today, we're doing a show, right? We're doing a talk show. Or are you going to interview somebody? There are so many different things that you could do. You need a theme, even if it's a variety of things that you're going to do. How many hours are you going to be on live? And how many things can you do for that day? That package is so people know what to expect when they show up or before they show up. If you're going to make an announcement and say, hey, I'm going to be live at so and so time on these platforms, What are you doing? Who, what, when, where, and why? It is really important that you know this, um, for your advertising, because if people don't know you're coming, and we're talking to new people, we're not talking to people who already have their live streams developed. You have thousands of followers, and hundreds, maybe even thousands of people are going to come into your live stream, and they're gifting you, and also you're getting paid for views. Listen, you've got it made. Get paid for views on Kick, and you also get gifted. It's awesome. Same thing with YouTube. You're getting paid for views, then you can get gifted. It's amazing. Like all the platforms, their payout is completely different, but it's amazing. And the content is never ending. But what people like right now, and at the top of the list, is gaming. Then you have beauty and tutorials. Then you have ministry and teaching. Then you have shopping and hauls. And then you have talk shows and interviews. And whatever your theme is going to be for that time period is going to be amazing, because nobody has your personality, nobody has your style, so nobody's going to deliver this stuff like you're going to deliver it. And we will come back to content, because there are a lot of other ideas that I want to share with you guys when it comes to content. But we're gonna move on to number three. Gear up, but don't go broke. Start with what you have, but aim for clear audio and decent lighting before you upgrade cameras. So right now I'm using my camera that I got from the TikTok shop because I love it. I think it's so cute. My stand is a little tall, but I don't mind it right now. I don't mind that my camera stand is a little tall. I will get another one later, or maybe I'll just leave it like this because I don't mind, right? You got to have stable internet, right? The minimum should be uh, 5 Mbps upload speed, right? I have way more than that, but that's neither here nor there. This is why I prefer my laptop, right? You need a ring light, which I do have. Soft light makes yourself the focus. I don't think my light is on soft right now. It's bright so I can see, but I'm gonna get better. Like if I was doing my makeup or something like that, the lighting would be totally different. But I like this ring light that I have, because it has different settings. It's not just one setting. You can make it, a little softer. You can make it brighter, and it has different shades. You know what I mean? So if you want it a little yellowish to give you some more, sun kissed. If you want it, really bright, like you're, in a shopping mall or whatever, if you want that fluorescent look, like you're in the makeup store or whatever, they have like different methods on that ring light. So try to get your ring light. This one was only like $32 or something like that. You can always order from Walmart, you can always order from Amazon. They even have ring lights in the TikTok shop, Temu, you know what I mean? And they're all just about the same. I've had ring lights from from online. They're all about the same, you know what I mean? So we've definitely got the ring light, stable internet, um a good mic. I'm enjoying the headset, but I also have this mic down here on my desk. And then also you probably have a really good mic in your laptop or even on your phone, depending on what you're using. You know what I mean? It just all depends on what you're using. So get the best that you can get at that particular time. There's no point in trying to go broke. There's no point in trying to go broke. Get the best that you can get at that time and make it work, even if it's just your phone and some earbuds. Make it work, because before I got this headset, I wish I could show you, but I don't know where it is. I was using uh I don't know. Did I throw them away? It was a broke, pair of earbuds or whatever, but I was making it work. So, you do what you can. Nice things to have, a stream deck, a DSLR camera, green screen overlays. A lot of people don't use green screens right now because of OBS. It's not really a thing that you need, but nice to have. Overlays are great. I use overlays all the time, but when I'm using Restream, um, I don't really need it. But if I am importing my OBS camera into Restream, then that's a totally different situation. I can definitely make that work. Somebody said, "What's a streaming deck?" Okay, so a streaming deck is hardware, right? They can cost anywhere from $27 to $129, depending on the size, depending on the brand, whatever kind of streaming deck you want to get and what you want to use it for is your business. Um, you know, whether you have multiple cameras, whether you want to do different sound effects, whatever. I have a simple sound card. I right now I'm only using one camera, and if I do use two cameras, it's to show a screen. So technically it's not, oh, I'm using two, three, four different cameras. You know what I mean? I don't know. My daughter is telling me she got me a gift and it's something I can wear, but it's not clothes and it's not shoes and it's not hair. So I'm like, what? So that's what that is. A streaming deck. All right. It gives you 15 fully customizable LCD keys to control your apps and tools, trigger actions, launch social posts, adjust audio, play sound effects. You can do all kinds of things. Um, you can do all kinds of things with it. I was looking for more, but I only found one. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see what this child. I know it's something funny. It's probably something to do with Hello Kitty. If I know my kid. Now that was just one description. It was a stream. That was the Stream Deck by Elgato. The 15 fully customizable LCD keys, and that one is $129. But a Stream Deck, it plugs up USB, and it's got the LCD keys. It acts as a control center, is what it is for various computer applications and smart devices. So you literally can plug all of the things up with this thing. The Streaming Deck, popular among content creators for automating actions like changing, streaming scenes, adjusting audio, launching apps with a single button press, by using companion software. Users can customize each key to trigger custom actions, display information, or even run multiple commands at once, making it a powerful tool for streaming workflows. So I may try one of these in the near future. I'm not like, I have to have one. But I would like to investigate a little bit more and, see what's up. So we're gonna look into and it is some places do call it a sound board. So it's a deck, it's a soundboard, it's all the things, right? uh RGB lighting, it's these things. Yeah, soundboard, Stream Deck, all the things. You can get one on Temu for $27.23 right now. It used to be 89.99. So there you go. You can get all the stuff if you want. And have a go at it. They've got it in white, they've got it in black. This stuff is pretty cool. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. This stuff is pretty dang cool. Uh-oh, I got a verification. Please click on the number above the cone. I got a verification right now. I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on it. Please click the lowercase letter corresponding to the gray letter. So there's a gray letter. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing what you want me to do. Please click on the number above the sphere. I love when I get these wife caught cheating with grocery store employee. That's insane. Click the shape closest to the gray number. The shape closest to the gray number? You have got to be kidding me. You got to stop this. Please click the number above the cylinder. And then when I get it right, you guys don't want to move forward. I'm not understanding. When I get it right, you don't want to play ball. That's insane. Insane. Stop. Yeah, I'm gonna sign in to my little account. Do, 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 do. Hey, look at me doing all the things. Yay. All right, let me go into my cart and see who, what, when, where, and why. Because I know I have more than one thing in my cart. I always do. My cart is full of crap. My cart. Let me explain to you something about my cart. Well, I can throw those away because I just ordered. Okay, I ordered my daughter some stuff, um, and so I don't know when it's gonna be here, but it's gonna be here. You can also become an affiliate, sell things on Temu, which I am in no hurry to do, but I think that's amazing. So that's what a stream deck is. All right, let's move on to number 4, right? Create a consistent schedule. This is where I fail. This right here is what keeps me from being great. There's a 50-50 chance. And if you don't have a schedule, you can't promote properly. You're always promoting at the last minute. This is where I fail. Professionalism equals predictability. People know when you're coming. So decide when and how often you will stream, right? Stick to it like a TV show. Saturday night at 7 p.m., people know you're coming. They're going to show up. Even if it's just once a week at the same time, consistency builds trust and routine for your audience. I need to be more. Ah, I need to be more number 4 because I have a horrible time. I just like to press the button and go live, but I do go live every day. So that's something. That's something. Okay. So number 5, engage like crazy. Your audience will appreciate you if you talk to them. So if you talk to me, I'm going to talk to you. But trust and believe, if you don't say anything to me, you know, I'll probably wave. I'll probably acknowledge people because I know people are watching in the window and stuff like that. But when you are giving content, it's really hard to try to, look and see who's in the window, who's in the bushes, who's, like just come in and say hi. I see you, I say hi back, you know what I mean? And then we'll move on. But if you are giving content, it is very difficult to stop and, do all that stuff. So you're not just performing, you're hosting a live show. So talk to your chat like they're sitting on your couch, say names, answer questions, shout people out, encourage followers, likes, shares, and subs. The difference between a streamer and a professional streamer is community building. And that's what I am into. And so that's why people consider me a professional streamer because I do have a huge group on Facebook and I do have a huge Discord, and I, kind of spoil them a little bit more than I do the outside, apps or whatever. But once You hook up with me, you get to know me. Like I said, even if you don't come into my live streams, you watch the replays, that still helps me. Hold on one second, guys. Hello. You back at home, Tawana? Yep, I'm at the house. Go look on my desk. I know it's a lot of junk on it, but see, do you see my uh, credit card? Oh, Lord. And then I bought some medicine yesterday. And stuff. And now my next week. I don't know, I might have been doing it. It's in the side pocket where your stamps are, in your regular purse. Mm-hmm. In the brown purse. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye. My mom thought she had lost her credit card, child. I am so sorry, y'all. My mom thought she had lost her credit card. Uh, wow, that's crazy. Oh my god. I know, right? I can't wait until you see it. Either I'm surprised you haven't guessed it yet. Song Can't Give Up Now. Trying to think of something easy we both know. Um, yeah, I don't remember Can't Give Up Now. I mean, I remember the song, but I don't remember all the words to it. But I don't know. Do you remember the Potter's House? Because Yolanda Adams just redid the Potter's House, and it's pretty hot on the radio right now. Um, Also, I'm thinking this gift has something to do with Hello Kitty, but I'm not sure. Your grandmother just called me and she lost her debit card, but I found it. It's in her regular purse. And I asked her if she needed me to bring it, and she said no. So she's fine. Everything's okay. And they did give her her room. So her and Anne are at the hotel indicator. All right. So now that I'm back, and I do apologize. Hey, girl. Nazia, thank you, love. Woo, woo. Uh, so I got another friend's request. Nope, don't remember all of the Potter's House. That was Young Canary song. I know. I just thought about it, but we could do "My Hands Are Lifted Up," or we could do "I Feel the Presence of the Lord in the Room," or uh, I don't know, "Thank You Lord" by Mary Mary, but I barely remember that. Okay, it's probably something to do with my Stanley Cup? Question mark. I don't know. I have to stop this. They don't care that I go live, y'all. Hey, share this live stream out. Can you do me a favor and share me out? Share, share, share. Because the more people see this, the more value they're going to get out of it. Even with me having to stop and do this and do that, it's live. Okay, we're live, and I have things that So engage like crazy, monetize early, monetization. Because why do people want to be professional live streamers? Because it's income. So my story is that I am on disability, and it's partial disability. So I can't stand up on my feet all day and do hair and makeup and all the things of cosmetology, but I can teach people how to do cosmetology. Among other things that I do, I wear several hats. And so since I can't do it, I can teach people how to do it. And so different platforms help me arrange those things from time to time. But one of the biggest things that people like for me to do is tell stories. And tell stories for whatever reason, sing, do makeup, and above all else, how did you grow your audience so big? Yeah. So yeah. And one of these days, I'm going to show you guys the whole, setup in here so you can actually see it. Maybe that's what I'll do next time when I hook up both of my cameras, and I'll see if I can simultaneously have a camera behind me and in front of me so you guys can see everything. Um, yeah. So, uh, if you think of another song, just let me know. We can do whatever. As long as both of us remember the lyrics, it'll be fine. Me and my daughter have to sing tonight at a function. My I was telling you about my uncle's birthday. So he's going to be 90 years old tomorrow, and tonight is his birthday celebration. So it's a dinner, and I don't know. I thought somebody said there was a keyboard there already. But yeah, if you think you need to bring it just in case. I really wasn't trying to play the keyboard tonight. I wasn't trying to sing tonight, okay? Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Anyway, so we're talking about monetizing early, right? Don't wait until you're big. And let me also tell my sisters that I'm live. Um, hey guys, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube again if you guys want to come hang with me. I do apologize. I go live every single day somewhere, and I'm horrible at advertising. And then let me see, daycare pick her up. Oh, that's I need to get rid of that text message. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a part of it. This literally is a part of but so bougie at the same time. I am not ghetto. I am not ghetto. All right? And I'm not bougie. Maybe a little bougetto. All right? But whatever. Anyway, let's get to monetization. So you want to monetize early. How do you do that? Well, you don't have to wait until you're huge in order to make money, right? Like myself, I don't consider myself a big streamer. I don't consider myself a big influencer. I don't consider myself a big content creator, but I do these things. But you can choose affiliate links like Amazon. I have Pay Hip store, I have donations. You can ask for donations. You can do uh, content tip Tuesday, or something like that, or tip me Thursday, or tip stuff like that with your Cash App, your PayPal, your Buy Me a Coffee. You can channel subscriptions, like Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, which I have, and sponsored products. Once you've built consistency, um, like, say for instance, products that I have, the flashlights that you've seen me advertise on my YouTube channel, uh, the headphones that I just told you about, which I can offer them to you in my Amazon store, but this is not a sponsored, thing or whatever. I'm just saying, if you have something, anything, a phone case, whatever, people will send you stuff all the time. Once they see that you're consistent, and once they see that you can be trusted, you're always on the internet, you're always live, or you're always building content, and people are watching. They know that you have, that audience that's always going to be there, and so somebody may be there to, like, purchase whatever you have to offer, because somebody trusts you, because somebody's always watching you. So it's not always about the numbers, but your consistency, and they can see that you're trying, and they can see that somebody's watching. So if your numbers are steady, you may have 30 people watching you every week, or 20 people watching every one of your videos. That's stability. So people will, offer, say, hey, if I send you this for free, will you talk about it on your YouTube channel? Of course. You guys have seen me do this a million times. I have a water pitcher in there that filters water. I have the flashlights. They just sent me two of the flashlights. The Dubai chocolate, I got from a local store, but it's an international chain. I've gotten clothes from TikTok Shop. I have a set of translation um, earbuds over there that I haven't talked about yet, but I got a couple of pairs for my daughter and my son-in-law. So I was waiting for them, so I would talk about it or whatever, but that's not, a hurry. Sometimes they put a time limit on, when they want you to make the video and all that kind of stuff. I actually have a bracelet in here somewhere that I'm supposed to be talking about, and I'm waiting on instructions. Here it is right here. Charmsity. They didn't put any instructions in the box. I don't know how to use this thing, but it's a bracelet, and it has a bunch of charms, and it has the little scoop thing. I guess you change the, charms on here. I don't know how to use this thing. I don't have any instructions. I'm waiting on them so I can tell you guys how you can get your, Charmsity. And so we're gonna, but the camera that I'm using right now from the TikTok Shop, I had to do a video about it. I got dresses, clothes, short sets from the TikTok Shop. If you're on my TikTok, you've seen all of those. You can monetize uh any of your stuff before you get to 1,000 viewers and 4,000 watch hours on YouTube or whatever. You can do this stuff with the audience that you have, if they participate. If they find what you offer has value, then they will support you. So you just have to find that audience that loves you and that says, I find value in you and I support you. That's your tribe. Those are your people, and that's who you want. And the best way to figure out who these people are is to offer them something like a Patreon, or monetize your Discord. If you monetize your Discord, that'll show you how many people stay, how many people want to be in there, how many people, really, like you. Are you engaging with me? You know what I'm saying? Are you watching my stuff? That way you can see, who's doing what, and, all of the things. Because at the end of the day, uh, it's hard. It's not easy. People think it's easy, but it's not. And you don't um what you want is people in your corner, you know. So what I'm doing right now is posting my Patreon in my in my Discord. And I'm telling you right now, if I get a lot of people, on my Patreon, I may say, what do I need a Discord for? No shade. No shade. If I do that, it's no shade. It's no shade. So I'm definitely gonna have my EWTR cyber family. I'm gonna have them to come into my Patreon like yesterday, right? And offer them a free seat at the table. And yeah, because Discord is cool and everything, but I don't necessarily need a Discord because I don't talk in the Discord every day. And I completely understand people wanting to send me friends requests and they want to, talk to me and all of that kind of stuff because Discord is free. But if you monetize that sucker, it, changes the whole trajectory of what you're doing in there. So, you have to think about that stuff. Do I want to do a lot of stuff for free? Or do I just want to offer some freebies and then but monetize everything I do because everything I do has value? You understand what I'm saying? Number 7, treat it like a brand. I do have a brand. My brand is the Twana Ray brand. And if you have seen it, it is, pink and purple in the background. It's got pink and black, and those are my colors. And the Twana Ray brand, is my thing. It's my thing. Queen T is, a part of my brand. Every day with Twana Ray is a part of my brand, right? So, yeah, join, you can see all the things of my brand. Mr. Radio, still don't have you on Discord. What? Let me share my Discord. I was trying to talk to you on TikTok, but you couldn't see the comments. I couldn't see the comments. I couldn't see the comments because they're not coming through. And people, I don't know how many people were trying to actually talk to me, over there. I hate that. But hold on just a second and let me get you my Discord. Let me get you my Discord so you can join the Discord because that's where it's jumping. That's where it's jumping. All right, YouTube and TikTok, there is my Discord. So get with your sister so you can know what's going on so you can help me grow because I'm trying to be that girl, right? I'm trying to be that girl. So I need you to, support a sister. Need y'all to support a sister. Thank you, Mr. Radio. Thank you so much for, even asking. Mr. Radio is the bomb.com, y'all. If y'all are not following Mr. Radio 100 on TikTok, please do so because, he's all that in a bag of Doritos. No tea, no shade. He's got one of the best uh midnight music shows uh on TikTok. No shade. Like he really does. Like it's bomb. So yeah, definitely follow him. However, get into the Discord. You don't have to answer, any crazy questions or anything. Just come in, say hello, hang out with me. All do all the things, right? And I'm just checking this out right now, right? I'm just seeing what I can do. Um Henceforth because somebody sent me something about Miss Netta talking about vocab. She said vocabulary wrong. And that is so hilarious. It's funny to me because, Miss Netta is funny to me. Mr. Radio, I can't see your group. I guess I need to see it. I need to see the group. And I can't even, why can't I even just send you like, ooh, y'all. TikTok, y'all be doing the most. I promise you. Y'all be doing the most in real life, bro. Like, let me just talk to my people. For real. No shade. No shade. Just let me, look at it. Why are you doing this? Why does it freeze up? When I tell y'all TikTok like hates me, it's not even my computer. It just hates me. I feel like, you know. It's insanity. TikTok, stop this. I'm just typing thin air. I'm just typing thin air. Like only the TikTok website does this. No shade. Only the TikTok website does this. No shade. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Only the TikTok does this. All right. So just in case you missed it, there it is, Mr. Radio. There is the Discord. You have to copy and paste it. Mhm. Mhm. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I'm being now. I'm gonna log out of there. Mr. Radio. Listen, bring all your peeps. We're not mad at you. Thanks for joining the Discord. Now uh you can see my people, right? How many people are in here today? 355. And there's 12 people live right now. I'm just three. Yeah, if you want to listen, 354, 355 people, 13. So somebody else just went live right now. If you want to get in the Discord, click the link. Join the family. Uh Now I will say the EWTR cyber family is a completely different Discord. We're doing, totally different thing. That's for watch hours and support. So if you want to build a YouTube family, I will have a dedicated video on that later, right? But welcome into the Discord, Mr. Radio. Appreciate you. I'm on my Mac, so I got it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We are computer heads. Like my daughter and her husband, they're sneaker heads. We're computer heads, bro. No shade. So you got to treat this like a brand, right? Use overlays, banners, logos that match your vibe, right? I think I have that pat down. Post replays. We do that on YouTube, clips to other socials like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Okay. I have to get better at that. I admit it. I don't do that, but I should. Grow beyond just the stream. This is where the money and reach come from, which is why I have a Discord, right? So, yeah, that's what we do there. Bottom line, the first steps are choose your platform, pick your lane, get the right gear, and stay consistent. And if you don't have anything but a phone, don't worry about all that other stuff. The other stuff will come later because you are going to do what? Monetize early. Okay. You're going to engage hard in your live streams because you want to appreciate everybody. You want to show everybody appreciation. I'm sorry, that was ghetto. Excuse me. I hate when people burp on live stream and they don't say excuse me. I'd be like you don't see me? You don't know I'm here? That was nasty. Like, would you do that in real life? Grow beyond just the stream. This is where the money and the reach come from. Remember that. Uh, let's see. Let's look at more content ideas. What kind of content do you guys like to see? Okay. What kind of content do you guys like to see? Right? Interactive chat-based content, Q&A sessions. Ask me anything about beauty, life, ministry, business, all of the things. That is my Discord and that is not uh Mr. Radio. That is my name, Julia. If you guys hear those dings and stuff like that in the background, please forgive me. I cannot help it. It's Saturday, and people are catching up on everything that happens. My Discord is busy. on the weekends. I get a lot of messages because people work throughout the week, and what they don't catch throughout the week, they're catching up with, um, on the weekend. So if you hear all of those dings, bings, and all that kind of stuff, forgive me. I apologize. But that's the way it sounds here in the dungeon. Uh, that's what I hear. If y'all can hear it, imagine what I hear in my headphones. Right? So interactive based chat, right? Q&A sessions. You can ask me anything. You've been in those live streams, right? Uh, Another one is story time, and I told you guys people love to hear my stories on YouTube. That's one of their favorite things. Is me sitting telling stories, and I've been teeter tottering with the idea of doing ASMR because like a midnight bedtime story or something because they love this stuff. I don't know why. Um, I don't know. They just do. Every time I do it, they say, "Oh my god, you're such a good storyteller." If you have the gift of gab, or if you can tell a good story, try that in your live streams. Try that on your YouTube channel and see what happens. You may blow up. Who knows? You could be the advice lady. Remember that column? What was that column that used to Dear Abby? That's what it was. Dear Abby. You could be Dear Abby. I'm not giving up though. I can't get my what? I can't get my microphone to work in StreamYard or OBS. Oh my God. We have to pause the class because I gotta tell you, Mr. Radio, it took me 30 minutes last night before I could go live on Twitch and Kick to get my microphone settings right on OBS. I was so mad. I even unplugged everything. I reset my computer. I did all the things. And it still wouldn't act right. So what I had to do, and I'm going to open up my OBS and you probably have already done this, but I'm going to open up my OBS so I can tell you what I had to do. Because I can't remember, straight off the bat. But I took my OBS, right? And I put in my main scene audio input capture, output capture. I had to add both of those sources into my mainstream in order for the sound to come through. Then I went into the audio mixer and I started muting things that gave me that, double. It sounded like a double thing. Like my voice, like it sounded like two or three of me were talking at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I had to mute the ones that were giving that. Um, and I just played around with it until I got it right. So that's how I ended up having to do it. Now, will it stay like that tomorrow? I have no idea because every time I open up my OBS, it seems like I have to do something different, and I never touch the settings. I never touch the audio settings because I want it to stay the same. So right now I'm looking in my OBS, my desktop audio 2 and my desktop seem to be working fine. And then I have my mic 1, which is working fine. So if I were to turn on my OBS, I think everything would be cool, right? With or without my sound card, because my headphones are now plugged directly into my new laptop. But that's what I had to do. Audio input capture and audio output capture. I had to put that in my main scene. So those two sources I had to use, and then I went into my audio mixer and just started, muting and unmuting and until it got right. So but I did watch a couple of videos. It is crazy. It is crazy. But I did watch a couple of videos. uh the videos did not work. So I remember that this guy said on Twitch something about that audio input, and so that's the only reason I tried it, because this guy told me about it. And you know I was like, this is like insane. So uh the sound cards, I may actually just like get rid of them and just use sound effects, just download something with sound effects in it or whatever. Matter of fact, let me look in the Microsoft store, because there may be some sound effects in the Microsoft store that I could download. And then I also got to download that studio that you told me about, the DJ, the virtual DJ. Um, but yeah, there are things didn't work for me either. The videos, right? Didn't work for me, and I was like, "Are you serious right now?" Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things out here, um, that you can download and that you could use. And I've been looking for a digital switcher, and I think I found one. So it's like, okay, sound effects soundboard for Windows. So yeah, but it does have in-app purchases, which they have probably have enough sound for free. Soundboard Pro is a free various funny sounds playing app. We give you the access to play lots of sounds, cartoons, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. Then they have a drum pad. They have a switcher. You can download a switcher. You can download a switcher. You don't have to get yeah. Let me see about the virtual DJ. Yeah, because I didn't know that I was gonna blow up on Kick and Twist, especially Kick. I didn't even give Kick like a second thought, but they actually like me over there, and so I'm not mad. Hmm. X DJing virtual DJ mix studio. I just want something simple. I just want to play my music. There's a DJ Dex and mix machine. I don't know. I'll just download virtual DJ, and because I already started fiddling with it, so yeah, I got a couple of things. So now I don't have to fool with the soundboards or anything anymore, because that's really all I wanted it for. I want my sound to sound really good to you guys. I want you guys to be able to hear me, but I don't want it to sound, funky. You know what I mean? I wanted the soundboard because I want it to sound really good. And another thing I want to do, right, is when I am doing my live podcast, what I want is to be able to plug in my other devices. And the only way I have been able to make that happen is with a soundboard, or the sound card. The, yes, it starts at 5 o'clock. I have a birthday party to go to at 5 o'clock. Yes. As a matter of fact, they would love you on Kick. They would love you on Kick. They would love you on Kick. So if I could find a way to get my I think there is a way. I think I can do it virtually. Connect my tablet and my second phone to my show. Connect it to my stream so that people can hear me and I can hear them, and you guys can hear what's going on over there. That's the only reason um I keep, using the sound card. But if I could figure out a way, I would totally give these sound cards to somebody else. I would give these sound cards to somebody else and not even worry about this anymore. No shade. No shade. Because I'm over it. I'm over the whole set. I've outgrown the sound card era. It's time for something different. So anyway, uh let's get back to class, shall we? Share this out, tap the screen, do all the things. All right. So Q&A sessions, storytime live, advice corner, like, Dear Abby. Viewers drop questions and you give them, real or fake answers, whatever you want to do. And then hot topics, like I do. I do hot topics, discuss trending news, entertainment, faith conversations, all that kind of stuff. Hot topics and chatting is one of the the internet loves to interact with live streamers. Like if you can go live and dare to talk to an audience, they love it because they feel less alone and they feel like they have a virtual friend. And so if you can get into that, that's really hot. And especially if they feel like what you're saying adds value to their life, oh, you got a friend for life. You have a supporter for life because you are delivering on demand what they want, right? If you are into beauty and lifestyle, you can do live makeup tutorials. You can do get ready with me's. You can do product testing. You can do beauty hacks that actually work or beauty hacks that don't work. You can do what's in my bag or what's in my kit or whatever, for beauty. You said look into Voice Meter Banana. Get more info and user guide on Voice Meter. Dedicated website. Voice Meter Banana. It's a VB audio. The banana. They got a banana, a potato, virtual audio cable. I tried a virtual audio cable, and it did not work good with my OBS. And I screwed some stuff up. And even though I uninstalled it, I can still see it on the list, even though I can't use it. I was so mad. Oh my god, I was so mad because I was trying to do this thing. So it had me download something on my phone, and it had me download something in my computer. I was so pissed off because I couldn't get it to work. It wouldn't work. I did all the things and it wouldn't work. And now I can't get it off my list of things that I have downloaded on my new computer. I was pissed. But I do have a couple of things in my production kit, and one of them is the Iron webcam. And what it does is turn your phone into a camera, same thing as Camo, CAMO camera. And then also Let's View, which is one of my favorite things to use because I can take the virtual look and scene and sound and everything from this particular phone, and I can share everything, including the sound, uh, to my computer, right? Um, Let me show you. I don't know if it'll do it or not, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm clicking on Let's View, and you have to open it on your computer, and you have to open it on your phone or your tablet or whatever it is, right? So open it, after you open it, it's going to ask you, do you want to share my screen or do you want to receive a screen? I want to receive a screen, and I want to share my phone screen. So now you can see my phone screen. Now I go back here and I pick share, and the window that is open is here. And now you guys can see uh, this particular app. This is my phone, and you can see what I'm doing. And then also, if I open something up, so you can listen to it, you can listen to it. I hope. Can y'all hear that? Can you hear it? Now I can hear it. in my headphones, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. All right, I'm gonna stop that because oh, you couldn't hear it, so I probably didn't share the audio. Um, but yeah, that's just something that I found. Uh, but if you want to do reaction videos, if you want to share, something that's on your tablet or whatever, and like I said, uh, I probably needed to share my audio, but I did not. I did not share my audio, so yeah. All right, let me click out of that. Yes, exit program. See, yes, here, no. Okay, so yeah, that's all it is. I just didn't share my audio, but that's something that you can use. You could also do faith and encouragement on your live streams because a lot of people right now need encouragement. They need to know, what faith you are, and can I get into it, and they need prayer. A lot of times I do praise and worship music, so people can just like get into it and worship with me. Last night on Twitch and Kick we were singing gospel songs together, like, you know what I'm saying. You could do a mini Bible study, just all kinds of stuff. And then there's entertainment again, reaction videos, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love reaction videos. Challenge streams. What is that? Like, you could do a makeup challenge where you bring other people onto the screen with you and you guys can do like a 10-minute makeup challenge, or you can do karaoke and turn it into a contest and see who won. Let the audience vote and see who wins the karaoke contest. You can try weird snacks that you've never tried before and tell how they taste, or you could do games, which is another one of my favorite things. I love to play games. I consider myself a baby gamer, but I can also play games, with you guys if I have an audience. If I have people in the audience, I could play with them. And then again, a virtual talent show, because who doesn't love a good virtual talent show? And virtual talent shows brings people, because if you advertise it and people see it and there's a prize, you know they're going to be like, let's go over there. And so you'll end up possibly with a huge audience because people are going to bring their people with them, so that somebody can vote for them, right? So these are just hot ways. If you have like a game night with prizes, a virtual talent show with prizes, because people like free stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a giveaway for the challenges, people like free stuff. People love free stuff and people love funny stuff. So these are ways that you can grow your audience and have fun. Shopping hauls. If you go shopping, make sure to make a video because people love to watch what you bought for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the thing. A live unboxing and Amazon live shopping. If you're shopping on Amazon, let me show you what I'm shopping for. Budget friendly videos and live streams. If you are out shopping, like the time that I took you guys to Ollie's, y'all remember that? I took you to Ollie's and everything in Ollie's was on sale. And y'all were like, ooh, I need that. Ooh, I need that. It was nice. It was fun. But I'm like, listen, if you don't have an Ollie's, I'm sorry. And then people were like, if I send you money, will you buy it for me? I am not a personal shopper. However, I have done it before in the planning community, but never on TikTok or anything. So you could do those types of things. You could do a live thrift haul, like if you're a thrifter and you go thrift shopping. Same thing with dumpster diving. People that go to clothing stores like Ross, or you go to like Ulta and you dumpster dive. I've seen those videos 1,000 times. Professional. If you have a business, right? You could do behind the scenes of your business. You can do how I do this or that for my business. Number three, you could do content creation live on the scene right now, like we're doing right now. Let me show you how I do this, right? Or number four, you could do a collaboration with businesses. This is my music business. This is your music business. Let's get together, collaborate, and talk about, you know what I'm saying? And you can go live with one another and create, cross promotion and, all of that kind of stuff. There's so many things you could do. If you want to build community, like myself, you can have a subscriber only hangout if you have, subscribers, or if you want to gain subscribers. There's nobody in there, but if you want to hang out with me, you have to subscribe, type of thing. It's risky, but it might work, right? Giveaway streams, like I just said, milestone celebrations, celebrate everything. We were celebrating the other day because I got, one follower on, TikTok. And so we went bananas. And then I did an all night stream to celebrate. And when I woke up, I had more followers. It was an all night stream. I let my computer, have at it. And when I woke up, I had more followers. So I've done all night streams two or three times, like maybe a couple of times a week. And I always wake up with more followers. So you could do that. You could also have open mic night for poetry, rappers, singers, story times, all kinds of stuff. Open mic night is a great way to grow a community. And even though there's like no prizes or anything, open mic night is a great way to find talent and a great way to showcase people and, show appreciation. Have you been tuning in? If you're one of my followers and you've been tuning in, let me give you the mic tonight, you know, and turn that thing around. So, yeah. So you can mix value content, teaching, ministry, music, whatever, with fun content like games, story. So, like the first hour, you could be doing this. The second hour, you could be doing that. However many hours you're going to stay on your live stream, you can mix that stuff up. So, yeah, easy and fun ways. So, what if you have 0 followers or subscribers, but you wanna be a live streaming pro? What if I don't have any followers? I don't got nobody. The first thing you should do is stream like somebody's watching you. If you have 0 viewers, it feels awkward, but remember the replay lives are forever. So always stream like you are, in front of a million people. Because YouTube is going to be watching you if YouTube is one of your platforms or if it's the platform. There's always going to be somebody ready to watch the replay, right? And if you're showing clips on TikTok, the same rules apply. So talk, teach, perform, or entertain as if the room is full. It gives you really great practice, and there are a lot of people who are clicking the live button and they don't have anybody. They don't know who's going to show up. People float in and out. And you have to remember, I was told this when I first started streaming, somebody's always in the bushes or in the windows watching you. Always. You just don't know it. They may not come in your room, but they watch because they don't like you and they don't want to give you the views, or they're being nosy to see what you're up to, or they're stealing content. So remember that. Okay. So talk, teach, and perform or entertain as if the room is full. New people will pop in from the bushes or from the windows, right? So if you're sitting there quiet, they're not going to come in. They're going to be like, oh, she doesn't have any content. He's not doing anything today because he doesn't have anything to do. He's boring. But if you're active, they might just come in and stay, depending on what it is you're doing, right? So, step number 2. Step number 2. Hey, Big O. Focus on discoverability. I'm sorry, TikTok. Once again, I am multi-streaming. So if I talk to somebody who's not in the room, I'm not talking to a ghost. I'm literally I'm on several platforms right now. Well, when you start from 0, right? You can't depend on going live alone. You need people to find you What did I tell you guys at the beginning of class? Be searchable. Make sure that you upgrade every live stream and every video title on YouTube in order for people to find your video, because you need to be searchable, because YouTube is now considered a search engine. It's not just a place of entertainment. And the same rules apply to TikTok, right? We don't have any you guys on Twitch and Kick, we don't have any replays over there. You can get clips on the front of my page so people can see, just about, who she is and what she does or whatever. But a full replay is not an option. But over here on YouTube, and sometimes on TikTok, there are replays. And you guys are going to want to be on your best behavior or not, depending on your content. Are going to show some things. So in step 2, you want to make sure that you can't just depend on going live alone. You need people to find you. So clip your best live moment on TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, whatever you use. If you don't use any of that, then you don't have to worry about it, right? Use searchable titles. I keep telling you guys that. Live makeup tutorial for beginners, Bible study on how to handle stress, testing viral TikTok hacks, anything that's searchable. Think like a viewer. Think like a viewer and then say, what would I search for if I, was wanting to watch a video on a makeup tutorial? Well, I would probably look for over 50 makeup, something that's like age defying. I would probably, look for something that, diminishes wrinkles, you know, and that's what I'm going to type in. So if your video doesn't fit that criteria, if your video doesn't have any of those tag words, any of those hashtags, none of those words in the description, then I'm not going to find your video. It has to be searchable. Okay. So listen, let's move on to number 3. Step 3, choose a platform that helps beginners grow. What platforms are those? Well, the survey is in. They say that TikTok Live. Why? Because the algorithm pushes you out even with no followers. I don't know that to be true. I can't even tell you how many people are watching me from TikTok right now, because Restream doesn't give me that number. So I don't know that to be true. However, if the internet says so, then we'll go with that. We'll rock with that. Amazon Live. You can make money while small by promoting products, right? So you can make money while small by promoting products. Okay. Twitch. Tough to grow, but it has a strong community building tool, right? So that studio that you go into when you're live on Twitch is unbelievable. And if you get good at using it, people will find you. And then, of course, YouTube Live, because you got the replay. It's best for long term growth since your streams stay there and they should stay searchable, even if you have to upgrade your titles, upgrade your thumbnail. You'll get it. You'll get the hang of it. So there's a strategy to this. There's a method to the madness. You start on one platform and then work your way up, right? My first platform wasn't YouTube. It was actually Periscope. When Periscope shut down, that's when I started looking at YouTube and other platforms as an option. And there used to be something called something TV. I can't remember the name of it, but it was so good. And I was growing a huge audience over there, and they left as well. Blog TV or something like that. And then there was Blog Talk Radio, which shut down. So I have literally started looking at places that have been up for past 10 years. Um, if you've been up for over 10 years and you have millions of followers and your ratings are really good, then I'll probably give you a chance. Other than that, I don't want to talk about it. You have to have, a track record with me, because every time I start building an audience somewhere, then 2 or 3 years later, they close down, they shut down, and all of my hard work, is gone. Right. So on September 17th, I'm a little worried about TikTok. Not that TikTok is going anywhere, but that it won't be available to the United States of America. So they're supposed to be rolling out a new app that we are migrating to on September the 8th. And I cannot wait to see what happens personally. Number four, engage like crazy. We talked about that before. Engage like crazy. When that one viewer comes in, make them feel like the VIP. Say their name. If you can see their name, say their name, ask them questions, talk to them, create catchphrases for your community. Like my community, all over the internet are the teacups, right? Because when I first came to the internet, we were dishing out tea. And so I just never checked. Like I've tried other names, but nothing really sticks like teacups. And the guys don't even mind being called teacups. So I just leave it. Guys don't care. I'm a teacup, I don't care. So yeah, I just, I'm like, everybody, we got stuck with the teacups and they like it. So who am I to change it? So that's the catchphrase, come hang out with the teacups. So even if it's just one or two people, treat them like they're your foundation because they are. So whatever people are always there, that's your ride and die audience. Like I can look on Restream and I know for a fact that Nanzia is going to show up. I know that Twanda is going to show up. I know Mr. Radio is going to show up. Why do I have a hidden message? What is that about? Did somebody say something crazy? Did somebody say something crazy? Huh, it may have been it. Nazia doesn't speak English. She's Italian, so maybe it's somebody said, I don't speak Spanish. I'm like, neither does Nanzia. She's Italian. What? Anyway, um, yeah, YouTube. She's not saying anything wrong. Uh, She just doesn't speak English. So chill out. Being consistent. Step number 5. Being consistent. Consistency beats hype every time. So even if you're live to 0 to 3 viewers, keep showing up at the same time every week. Over time, those small numbers will stack up to loyal viewers. That is going to be your loyal crew, right? Those are going to be your grandfather in. Those are going to be your ride or dies. Step number 6, monetize early. We already talked about that. Yes, even with 0 people following you, drop your affiliate links in the chat, offer tip jars in the chat, create a digital product that people might like an ebook. Like I have an ebook store, I have a digital store. People support consistency and authenticity, not just big names. So even if there are like 0, literally 0 people in your live stream and there's going to be a replay, always, always, always drop this stuff in the description box on YouTube. Because if you don't, your replay viewers, you'll be talking about the stuff, but your replay viewers won't have a link to click, right? And when you first start streaming, it is super smart to multi-stream on YouTube. If YouTube is not going to be your, number one platform, it is good to make it a secondary platform so you can tell people on Facebook and different platforms, hey, I was live today, and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry I missed it, and you can say, don't worry about it. Just if you would do me a favor and watch it on YouTube, or do you want to see, what I was doing on YouTube? If there's a replay on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Just direct them to where the replay is, and the next time, let them know in the video and in your Facebook message, hey, the next time I'm going to be live again tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You know, if you want to be in there, show up, and then eventually you can say, if you want to be there, I'm probably going to do my first giveaway. Don't tell them what it is, but let them know that there's some stuff going on and you might want to be a part of it, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So yeah, there, you know you can get people to help you. Word of mouth is super important. I can't rely on me just advertising every day. Word of mouth is important. So yeah. Pro mindset, and then I got to go get ready for this party, right? Number one, don't think I have zero followers. Think I'm building my foundation. Don't ever tell yourself, I don't have anybody watching. No, I'm building my foundation because what did I tell you? There's always somebody watching in the window or in the bushes. They're always peeking at you. So listen, I know you're there. I know you don't want to come in because you hate my guts and you don't want to see me succeed and you don't want to give me the view, or you're just, waiting for me to mess up, or maybe you're waiting to see what I'm doing to see if I'm interesting enough. That's fine. Whatever your reason is for not coming in the room is fine. You know, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to do a great show. I'm still going to deliver like I'm that girl, because let me show you why. I'm going to deliver because I can. I'm going to deliver because I'm kind of a big deal. I'm going to deliver because I'm that girl. That's it. That's all. I'm just letting you know. You don't have to think I am, but I know that I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be telling you. So listen, every stream is practice, right guys? Every clip is promotion, every view is gold. Professionalism comes from how you treat it, not your follow count. This year I have literally gone baroque. Last month, I didn't have a dime in my pocket because I had to get this set up. I had to get it right, and I had to invest in myself. And then when somebody else saw me struggling to invest in myself, they invested in me. And it was like a chain. And now I have a brand new laptop. I have a second laptop over there. I got a brand new tablet. I got two mobile devices, a camera, a keyboard. My ring light is up there. I've had it for a while. A game controller for my games. I got two sound cards instead of one because the one I thought was broken. It really isn't broken. I just didn't know what I was doing. Uh, this thing right here is amazing. My mouse, it's a gamer mouse. Just got my headphones that came in yesterday. And remember, these are ZW1s from Amazon. And if I think about it after the party, I will put these in the description on Amazon. They come in different colors. I just got white because my desk is white. The fact that I got my desk for my birthday astound me. July the 9th was literally the best day of my life. When I got this desk, I mean, I was like jumping up and down. I couldn't, and then my son in law had to come and put it together, and that motivated me for the computer, for the keyboard, for another sound card, for a tablet, for all of the things that I needed. I even got a stand that has a charging port on the bottom for my cords and stuff, so it doesn't look so junky and stuff. I'm trying to keep it neat and all that. Like, this stuff is just amazing to me. No tea, no shade. It's not easy, but you heard my story in the beginning. You have to make it happen for yourself sometimes. Can't depend on the government if you have a disability. You can't depend on friends and family. They have their own bills and their own kids and their own stuff to take care of. Some of us aren't so lucky. Some of us have to get it out of the mud, as they say. Some people have to, I had to learn how to build my own website. I can't afford for somebody to build my website. I have to do this stuff myself. And if I feel like I'm worth it, then it's just gonna happen. So I'm worth it, right? So we're gonna be, talking about this stuff in depth in the near future. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what it looks like to start professionally live streaming. And what I want you to do, this is your homework. for the next 3 or 4 days is to pick a platform, right? And start listing the content that you can do on that platform that will get you out of ground zero, even if you don't start to stream yet, even if you're afraid to click that red button and go live, just at least say this is the platform, whether it's YouTube or TikTok or Kick or Twitch or whatever platform it is. This is the platform that I'm choosing, and then make you a list of content that you can do. And if you want to rewatch this video again, go to my YouTube channel, Twana Yvette, and watch it as many times as you want. And yeah, I'm here to help. All right, guys, I got to get ready for this birthday party, but I appreciate all of you guys that showed up for class today for Social Saturdays. I will see you next time. Actually, after the party, if it's not too late, I may come back live tonight on Kick and Twitch. We'll just have to see. I know it's not going to last too long because my uncle is 90, right? So he'll be 90 tomorrow, right? So I know it's not going to last, that long. However, if it is a little too late, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. But take care. Have a great rest of your day. Be blessed. Make good choices. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.